I just can't help but think, though, Pansy, there are so many good teams, storied teams in this lobby. 2 games left. There's about to be some heartbreak that happens. There's just no way around it. And this is going to be a ridiculously mentally taxing week for several of these teams. And the K7 comes into this one. They've got a plan, but it does not seem to work out for them. This is about to be rough. 4 AM is probably pumping the brakes on anything dealing with K7, as they're going to have too many targets that are going to be rolling by. Liquid sees themselves in a little bit of a dip, tries to make a play for that one, and it is a very strong position if they can get control over it. With the way that we see the circle set up, that means that they're going to be less vulnerable towards the north, and you can see that's where they're eyeing immediately. Zenith getting vision on rotating Kia. That's going to be Songjang that gets flushed out as well. Buriram still going to have to move, as well as AAA, Ence, TSM, and Tianba. And that means the fact that this is going to be a very tight circle with not a lot of options to play. Crashes could abound, but if anybody wants to go for a secondary safety play, there is still the potential of Monte Nuevo. But you don't want to send it at this point. You want to get into a position to where you can try to fight in the late game. The issue is there's still so many freaking people up.
There truly is, and K7 starting to maybe try and make their regress towards 4 AM, and look how that's already worked out pretty well. Forever's gone down. Zenon expects a swing, right to be feeling as such, but no one quite took him up on his offer. He's just falling back for now. Crazy's holding the angle. Ooh, the peak as soon as he went for it. The punish was there. Thinking about the vert grenade too, but wait, hold up. The Finns sense some blood in the water. They're pushing on this one. Molly's still burning. They know they are quick to this. They know there's still that fight going on. They want to hit that third party. 4 AM are back to 4, so it's not going to be an easy fight by any means, but maybe they've got a shot at this, and they needed somewhere to call home. FaZe now being crashed by FURIA. Here we go. Uber playing the position well, but he's got to be careful. Feels super open, feels vulnerable, and FURIA have been deadly so far. Necro has been knocked, though, and that could be an issue. You can see, actually, AAA have great vision towards this. They could pepper bullets towards FURIA, but FURIA using the smoke to try and stay alive.
You guys like third parties? Well, what about fourth or fifth parties? Because that's exactly what's happening on every section of this circle. You've got FURIA that's had to pump the brakes on their approach. Good defensive line holding up for FaZe that's really stopped a hyper-aggressive team. FaZe trying to make sure that nobody's going to make an approach from there. But look, let's add another party into this. TSM rolls in, but they fail in their approach. So many members down before they can do anything. Bard the last one up, and he's already out, and that's going to be TSM. First team eliminated.
How is it the first team going down at 19 minutes in this circle? I think it proves how hard people are fighting to keep hold of the space here. Buriram and LG Divine in a bit of a battle themselves out on the outskirts towards the north. I think only one team can walk away from this, and I put my money towards Buriram the way they're playing. FURIA has gone down, so that means the compound is safe for FaZe. Buriram lock out their side as well. Comfy enough. Couple of nades, couple of smokes, put it all down. West on this, just leaving Monte Nuevo. And AAA have been watching this quietly and now might make their presence noted.
Zenith Shimboy going to be the point man. Gets a little bit of information. Gets some shots off, but does go down. Now it's going to be a matter of how can the defensive line back behind this lean into it. AAA showing their heads just narrowly, but cannot connect. Kickstart the last one up for his squad. Looks like we're going to see a little bit more of a mess towards the west, as Kia is going to go for a little bit of a reposition as well and could move up back behind Zenith. Kickstart's in a world of trouble. Last one up for his squad. Now it's just a matter of, do we see Tianba opt into playing along here as well? Do note whoever wins this fight could have to move along where we see FaZe and Shoot to kill at. So you want to win this fight cleanly, efficiently. Zenith going down, and now you have to opt. You have to.
Yeah, I'm looking at what Shoot to Kill do here because their position's interesting. The hillside's okay for now, but with this many teams coming their way, and when the circle updates, surely they're going to be in trouble. I wonder how much information they've got on someone like FaZe. Maybe they've got a good read on their post, you know, the kind of position they pulled up after this hit, but great work from Uber. That's the man you want at the helm of it. He looked cornered in, but he parried out. But actually, look at the pull-up. This looks like Shoot to Kill wanted this compound. AC's in all kinds of trouble now. He's got to try and get out of there. Not going to happen. Penta punishes. and that could be a quick flush to follow if he gets the right to it, and he does. Shoot.
Under, going for a little bit of a flank spot, spots him out, but going to have to retreat, realizing the fact that he could find himself in a vulnerable position. The blue's coming in, and it's going to do a decent amount of damage as you run and gun your way through here. Indigo having to provide a little bit more cover, but do note that Liquid doesn't have a lot of vision. They are fairly close on this, but they don't want to go for the peaks. It's going to be a matter of whenever people crest hillsides that we might see the third party from Liquid become a little bit more of a factor for this. Kia, slow creeping along, still have multiple members in front of them, but it's going to be Mings that spots out 1, 2, and now Kia is in a world of hurt, but it's going to be Tianba that finally goes down after inflicting a lot of damage. Kale narrowly surviving. Buriram has no fear. They'll go for plays. We know it to be true. AAA looks like they have a play of their own they're contemplating. Feels kind of similar to what we saw TSM try to do a moment ago. Uba's got the vision, gets the shots onto one, already down. Fuzzface looks around the corner, but a little bit of damage comes in this direction. Uba's going to follow up yet again. Finally, defense is starting to fall a little bit for FaZe. Just one up. Team Liquid finding themselves in some trouble as now Buriram's push comes through. Only one member going down, but Molotovs are landing. AAA starting to get a lot of advantage in this position. Only one member up right now for FaZe, trying to figure out how they're going to do this. It's Fuzzface, and he is completely surrounded now as multiple teams realize that this is now vulnerable and are trying to make a play towards it. 2 members down, and yet again, Kale, the last one up for his squad.
Yeah, look at this. Jay is terrified. Janku's there as well, but it's going to be DAMWON as the final team to join the fray on this side. The only option they had, and, well, they got kind of massacred on approach. Diggory! The nade does so well. Finds one, the flush comes out. K7 are gone. Great attempt from K7 after that disastrous start, but they're not out of the woods just yet. They still have the Finns surrounding 4am in the same compound. I think that's a 4v4 that could be happening in there. Both were living so harmoniously for so long and then suddenly had enough. This has to be a win for Shoot to Kill, I feel. Unless they make a terrible error, they're in such a good position for this. Oh, the nade! It's a disaster, and as soon as they try and move away from the position, Ence get caught. Crazy is right there. Great work coming out from 4am. Their nades are so well placed, predicting the positioning to perfection. The rest can come out, maybe get one back on their feet, but by now 4am are chomping at the bit. They want to get into this. Tixu trying to maybe keep their attention, but you can see Liquid. They need this fight to conclude to find safety on the way up. That's some good shooting from Mexi there. Keeps them away from being able to peek those windows. Slows this fight down. 4am need to get this fight over and done with. Diggory's burning alive. Tries to get up a quick heal. Squeaky trying to cover, but the flash comes in. Could be push time. Rustamar wants to counter push. That's brave, but it's a 1-for-1 trade out. Not good enough right now. Ence needed more than that. And then, as it stands, 4am are becoming the victors from this fight. And yes, the peaks are so good from Crazy in this position. Such powerful work from him. 4am closing out Ence, it looks like. There's only one player alive, Squeaky here. And while all this happens, Liquid have got themselves in a really good position to watch this conclude and maybe catch 4am on the way out. But that's neither here nor there, as 4am still need to make that run against Ence, and there it is. Finally, Squeaky gets found by Hiruzen of all people. Now 4am have to make the gauntlet run against Liquid.
Yes, they're inside the safe zone, but how much more smokes do they have? Because right now it's going to be a problem. It's about Liquid lining up against 4am, and Mix just has the angle for it. Lines up, finally does go down, but now it's Ebi, the last one up for his squad, looking towards 4am. Grenades landing on top of him. He has to be so cautious on any peek he goes for. Back over towards Forever, because this guy has been on fire so far.
Yeah, and this spot has already been noted by Shoot to Kill as well. They have great vision on it. The run comes out. Forever just trying to stay alive. Liquid done for. Shoot to Kill. This position should garner them the game. Unless Virtus.pro AAA do something about this. Maybe the solo snake Forever. I don't know. But VP looking to try and clear out here. Kale's been living quietly on the back lines behind this wall. Trying to keep his head down away from AAA. But now his cover's removed. Out in the open. Looking vulnerable. Maybe this is the moment for them to strike. And it is. Loose found him. There he goes. We're down to 4. And the big names are Shoot to Kill and Virtus.pro.
Jim's going for a peek around, going to reveal himself. VP spots this one through, but it's going to be a nice little bit of a hold coming out from here. Purdy gets the read on the grenade, repositions through the smokes. A lot of utility still going to be left in the pocket of Shoot to Kill to work with from this point forward. It's just a matter of can they get any vision on what VP is trying to bring. VP is having to weather so many difficult positions, and it's going to be attack all around, instead leaning back to Shoot to Kill's position, realizing the fact that they might have a power point to play from. Attack all around, going to go ahead and reveal their spot, but VP doesn't want to make a play off of it yet. Instead, work together. But no, it's going to be a grenade coming out. Finally, they say, okay, here's the vision. Here's the angles. We got to take what we can get. And look at the jumps above the smoke, seeing if maybe Spyro can spot someone.
Right now, Virtus.pro have funneled AAA to only be able to fight towards shoot to kill. Virtus.pro need that fight to get going though, and you can see the patience being shown. There's still 2 alive, VP being flashed up, mollied, naded, but Batulins finds 1. This is still very much in the hands of shoot to kill. They've been able to kind of stay away from a little bit of the attention here. They got a couple of shots towards them, sure, but now they move up towards the compound. We're in towards the final scenario here. It's going to be AAA just in tatters. 1 player remaining, Jayers, and his time's limited. As soon as he runs out of here, I've got a feel he's dead. But look at these positions from shoot to kill. Surely they're in a good spot, but the smoke, it's littered everywhere. How do you get around this? And now Penta, he was waiting for the push-up and it's got him stuck to the wall. The flank, oh, this is huge! Heroeson's found Luke. This is big work for Virtus.pro. They've gone on the deeper flank. They've absolutely wrapped on shoot to kill. Shoot to kill went to the center, and they've been punished for this. And now just 1 alive, Virtus.pro. What a way to do it. The